Here we are live at the 360 Vegas studios with Eddie and Julie Leverett from 111. Eddie, Julie, great to have you here today.
Thank you.
Neil.
Let's talk a little bit about 111. What it is, what it means to go into somebody's house. Let's start off at the ground floor and work ourselves up. 111, Eddie, what is it?
So we're a design build firm, a one point of contact for either a custom home or custom renovation. You know, we work through from concept to completion, one point, one contact. You know, it's her or I that everyone deals with and makes it comfortable. You know, we're there every day, overseeing everything that needs to be done, and you know, bring a lot of experience. You know, over 25 years for me. I am a third generation contractor as well, so I've been around it my whole life. You know, so it's comforting to our homeowners, especially since we are going to be entering their home for anywhere from a few weeks to many months.
And so when we talk about that, Julie, now let's talk about the fact that you're right? Like, you know, a lot of people in your industry, I'm sure you see it all the time, they have one person that's doing one thing and another person doing another. And so that's the direct opposite of your company.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so there is one point of contact. Tell us about that.
So from the first conversation that we have, the homeowner can get a sense of comfort when we come into the home, talk to them, and then anything moving forward, whether it be design or an issue or just daily contact, it's Eddie or I speaking to them, to where they don't have to go to an architect, we are that. They don't have to go to a designer, we are that. They don't have to go to a builder, we are that. So they just come to us and we do everything from the first moment to handing them the keys at the end of the job.
And so let's talk about that. Now, one of the biggest fears, because we all watch television, right, is the contractor who's going to take our money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so we all have fears of this. Now, you're a member of the Better Business Bureau,
Yep.
right, which means your business has been vetted, you have all the proper licensing. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that's one of the things that customers can rest assured. You know, we're licensed, we're bonded, we have all the qualifications we need, you know, that are there for their protection.
Insured.
You know, and along with that, tons of experience where, you know, and we're competitive too. We're not the tailgate contractor that's just looking for, you know, to survive a week or two. We're a business that plan on being in business for a long time, and our reputation's important to us.
And so one of the things that we do look is for something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's, you know, a job, depending on what it is, it's not very inexpensive. If you're redoing the kitchen or something like this, it could be thousands of dollars, right?
Yes.
And as much as tens of thousands of dollars at the end of the day. And so we want someone who makes us feel good.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about making the customer feel good. We have his expertise, his experience, we have your eye. Let's go a little bit more in depth.
Yeah, so one of the areas we really pride ourselves in is universal design, which is making and designing the space for anybody to live in it, whether you're in a wheelchair or you have limited mobility or you're able-bodied, and that comes from experience. I was a caregiver, so I come from helping somebody in a wheelchair and being a caregiver, and he has had injuries through his life to where he comes from actual experience. So
Sure.
we design a home with that in mind, whether you are able-bodied or maybe you have a friend that is in a wheelchair or you know, you get in an accident or something. We design from that perspective, no matter
What needs to be done?
Yeah, no matter. So
And so let me ask you this. When someone is interested, they've gone, which I must tell you, fantastic website.
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, so whoever did that, I mean, I mean, it's beautiful. It gets me excited. It shows me different things. It doesn't have stock photos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's very, very beautiful.
Thank you.
When we talk about what you do, what does set you apart from everyone else? You care. You have experience. You can look in both of your eyes and know that you both have compassion and that you just have love. And so it really is fantastic. But tell us about the one thing that really sets you apart.
I think, one just being the one point of contact, and you're actually reaching and speaking to the owner of the company rather than speaking to the owner of the company once and then all messages relayed through, whether it's a superintendent or a project manager. And it just adds levels of miscommunication. Everyone that we talk to, we're engaged with them from day one, site visits daily, and communicate with them daily. Even from the design point, we work on getting to know them, try to bring out the designs that reflect them the best. Not so much based on, okay, well, let's get something figured out, let's build it, let's get our money and move forward. We focus on getting the most out of the client's ideas or our ideas, and just making sure that there's no buyer's remorse in the end, and that every dollar spent on their house is money well spent.
Yeah. Thank you very much again for coming to 360.Vegas Studios. Really informative interview. Thank you again, and we'll see you real soon.